about the drum. Now to understand the drum, to get to the root of the drum, we must dissect it. Drums used by man before 6000 BC. Drums used in ancient times by tribes. The record shows Neanderthal men, troglodytes, cavemen. But even this can be traced back to the first land, the original land, the motherland, Africa. Before pre-Columbian Aztecs, before the Mayans talked to ancient astronauts, before Native Americans roamed the earth, we had the drum. We had African tribes playing the drum. Using the drum to speak to God, using the drums to communicate, using the drums to conduct war, using the drums to conduct peace. We had the drum, and the drums speak to you. Yoruba, Swana, Zimba, Tutsi, Rungu, Lamba, Mada, Mende, Zambo, Bana, Shamba, Bamana, Liko, Lembe, San, Masai, Cuba, Africa. The drums speak to you. Now let's talk about the power of the drum, a spiritual thing. From modern jazz drummers to shaman using drums to heal the sick, to ancient rituals of Santeria, to the drum circles on the streets of Spanish Harlem. The drum speaks to you. The drum speaks to you. From 4x4 house music on the streets of Chicago to the inner city of Detroit, the drum speaks to you. From the early days of hip-hop in the streets of Brooklyn, the drum speaks to you. The drum speaks to you. Manipulating time and space, the drum speaks to you. From the islands of Cuba, Santo Domingo, Puerto Rico, Jamaica, the drum speaks to you.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the show.
Africa, the drum speaks to you. Zulu, Wassa, Yoruba, Swana, Zimba, Tutsi, Rungu, Lamba, Mada, Mende, Zambo, Bana, Shamba, Bamana, Liko, Lembe, San, Masai, Cuba, Africa. The drum speaks to you. drums speak to you. And the drums speak to you.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the show. This is your host, Dana. Let me just... Music is a bit too high, I think. Hold on. Let me check it out with the moderator. Let's see. Ralph, is the music too high or is it good? Because yesterday it was a bit too high. He did warn me, but I saw the warning a bit too late. Good, perfect, awesome. Okay, guys, welcome back to Chart Striker. This is your host Dana, and let's get it going, right? I'm a bit late today. You know, I had some things to do. Life is life, right? All right, so this is what's been going on so far. Bitcoin bulls tried to break above resistance. They did try, we have to give them that, but they didn't make it. They did try, give it to the bulls, they did try, but they couldn't make it yet, okay? Now, we still do have that negative momentum that is still getting weaker slowly, right? We got this MACD that is still looking bearish, but it keeps on trying to cross over. We failed at this point. Can it make it this time? Is it possible? Like, I did tell you guys yesterday, the best scenario would have been if yesterday or today we actually saw this candle, you know, break above this level again. It didn't happen. But now the question is, could there be a chance for that to happen tomorrow? Could there? And if you wonder why I'm wondering that, it's because we are slowly losing this negative momentum, as you guys can see, right? MACD is trying to go bullish. It's trying to have that bullish, you know, crossover, okay? There is some sort of positive divergence, like it is showing, it's developing. It's not complete, but it is developing, it is showing. So that plus the fact that we held this 4-hourly support, we still haven't seen any close below this level, at least, okay? We haven't seen any daily candle close below 26.1, which is also a good thing. Of course, unless we see a close below that level and then forget about it. But unless that happens, there is still a chance for the bulls. There is still a chance for the bulls. We can't, you know, completely rule them out. So, gonna give them this chance, okay? As long as we're still above 26,100-ish, $26,000, no daily candle close above that level, there could be a chance. There could be a chance, guys, okay? Let's have a look at the 4-hourly. We got that bullish crossover, awesome. It's been there since yesterday. The fact that we saw this push to the upside is not strange. We already spoke about this. Like, best case scenario would have been if it actually held above this critical level and it pushed a bit higher, which still hasn't happened. But I'm not ruling it out completely yet, because it's still not out of, like, it's still not completely out of the question. Because I still see some signs that the bulls are trying, okay? There is no negative divergence, which is also a thing that could favor the bulls. So that's also good. Okay, fine. So on the 4-hourly, now any close below this level, let me draw it for you guys, hold on. Could mean we could come back and retest these levels. If we see a close right here below this level, hold on. Right here, okay? So S1 4-hourly right here, right? But now I'm gonna change this to S2 since we have a new one. So any 4-hourly candle close below the bottom of the box, which is around $26,400, we could, pull back to these levels, okay? Simple. So if we lose this one, probabilities are higher that we could, pull back to the recent lows again. But if this holds, it could mean that the bulls are really trying to step in. So I'm gonna be monitoring this level and see what happens. But yeah, daily failed. They tried, they came back all the way to that critical level, but right at that level, look, rejection. No close above it. All right, let's move on to Ethereum, shall we? Chat, how are you feeling? How are you doing? Hope everybody's doing fine. I'm a bit late because I had a long day, so I took a nap just before, I was thinking of, going live, just to boost up some energy, and then I slept a bit longer. That's why I'm a bit late, but here I am. Okay, let's move on to Ethereum. Yeah, I miss like interacting with you guys too on the stream, so we made it, Ralph, we're here. Okay, so Ethereum still getting rejected at this level, okay? I don't care about these fake outs. I like to see a breakout and an actual follow through for me to be, a bit more confident. Fake outs, they're just fake outs, right? So we are at support Ethereum on the daily still. Like I've been saying these past days, it is looking a bit better than Bitcoin, and it still is. We got positive momentum on the oscillators, like MACD is already bullish. RSI is below neutral still, but we'll see. It could cross over, right? The above neutral area. I like the fact that we bounced off these levels. Like, I have to say, Ethereum is looking a tad better. It is. It just is. Don't know why, but it is at the moment, okay? And I'm only gonna give that up if I see any close below this, level. Like somewhere below that midterm moving average. Until then, like, it's still looking a bit better than Bitcoin. Just a little bit, right? Not that much, just a little bit. There is no negative divergence whatsoever on Ethereum's daily time frame, which is also a good thing. Like, there are signs that the bulls and the bears are fighting right now at the moment, so we will see who wins. We should see some type of like result in latest by next week, Monday, Sunday. Like, we should see something happen with this. We can't look, this is the thing, guys. We can't just keep on consolidating sideways forever. Like, that's too much, right? Sinner, welcome to the show. Glad you made it. So we can't just, go sideways forever. So something gotta give at the end. So we'll see what happens, right? But at the moment, we're in this box range. We're just going sideways, not much going on. If we can see, now, I know this one is important, but let's be a bit flexible, right? If we can see a close above $1,860, awesomeness. Even better above 1,890, and I'm being flexible, the top of this box. Let me just stretch it out. So any close above this level, we have this mini resistance here, but major resistance is all the way up here, guys. Let's just say around 2000K-ish, okay? Around 2000, right? Ralph, Dace is sinner. He just, you know, he's not new. He's one of the OGs as well. He's one of the OGs. He just changed his ticker name, I think. Not ticker name, I mean username. Display name, my bad. So I think you guys are already familiar with each other. All right, let's look at the 4-hourly time frame, shall we? So there is no negative divergence on Ethereum's chart, which also favors the bulls, which is a good thing, okay? But as you guys can see, this rejection, like this resistance right here, this supply line that we have, I mean, every time Ethereum comes to these levels, bam, 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 bam. So we might see it, you know, just curl down a bit more further down, at least to 1,800-ish, 1,815-ish dollars, and then maybe see some strength, okay? If that happens, it means bulls got the balls in their court more than the bears do, if that happens. But if it fails to hold, if we see any 4-hourly candle close below this midterm moving average, chances are higher we go. I mean, lower we go, okay? So that's Ethereum. You know the support levels coming down, okay? We're still at, look, if the top of this box fails to hold, bottom of the box is our next support, okay? And talking about patterns, guys, are you ready? I have a question for you. I'm gonna move on to the next chart, but I'm gonna leave you with this question, and then you can just answer in the comment section, okay? Now this is it's something like this. It's something like this, but we'll see. All right. So, what is this pattern called? These three together. Forget about this one. Forget about this one. But those three, 1, 2, 3 together. What is it called? So, if you see something like this, what is it called? Simple, okay? Now I'm moving on. Let's have a look at Cardano as well. Because yesterday it wasn't looking that promising. Remember, guys, it wasn't looking that promising yesterday. So that support that we were at was looking fine, but okay, that was not. Let's see now. And guys, do not be checking your notes and whatnot. I want you to answer me from your own, like, just get your answer, get the answer from your brains, okay? If you're gonna be searching in notes or Googling it, that's cheating, okay? All right, so Cardano. Daily time frame. And I might not be seeing that you guys are cheating, but you're cheating yourselves. And I want you to learn, right? I want you to learn. But even if you're if you have a wrong answer, do not be shy. Just put it out there, okay? People learn from mistakes even better, right? Don't be shy. Just give me an answer. All right, let's move on. So Cardano held the support level, the support that we have here. So no need of talking about S1 daily time frame at the moment, right? We have a bullish crossover on Cardano. We have positive momentum on the oscillators. All that is good, good, good. But let me see if I think I see something even more interesting in Cardano right now. Hold on. And this is on the daily time frame. If it is what I think it is, this could be good for Cardano. Not quite, not quite. Let's see. Yeah, unfortunately, not quite, but it is in that variation, okay? So if we can get back within this channel, there is a chance we could pop back up to around 0.37, but that's it. Like, it's really not that interesting yet. I mean, we're not gonna be jumping up and down for 2%, right? But support held in a very strange way. I didn't think this was gonna hold because it didn't look like the bears were out of the game, and I'm still not quite convinced yet. But support held. But if we get back within this channel, okay, then it's acceptable. We can accept the fact that, okay, this could be a nice, you know, good support that we can count on maybe next time, right? But let's get back within the channel, because this was a clear fake out. We went up, we got in within the channel, but failed to see any follow through, and now we're trying to get within it again. So we'll see what happens on the 4 hourly. We do have a bullish MACD crossover. Oscillators are positive. There's no negative divergence. Like, this move that we're seeing now is from that positive divergence that I was talking about yesterday and before yesterday. So we're seeing something happen. That's not bad. Getting back within the channel, even better for Cardano. Suarez, welcome to the show. I'm glad, like, a lot of people today, like, awesome. Ralph, good answer. That is indeed the morning star. Like, this is good, guys, because it's often that I speak about these things, and when I see that you guys are actually answering, then I feel like I'm doing something right. It feels like, okay, we're accomplishing something here, we're advancing, we're learning, right? So Ralph, again, 2 days in a row, you've been answering correctly. Good job. All right, let's move on. So Cardano looking fine. Resistance is, like, if we can see any close above this short-term moving average, around 0.365-ish. Yeah, 0.366-ish. Yeah, next resistance all the way around these levels, okay? Simple. 0.37, 0.38 are the next levels that I'm looking at. Okay, let's move on now. Now, I do not want to look at this S coin, but I am going to, since I see that it's up 14% on the new day, okay? And the new day just begun an hour ago. So I just gotta bring this up. I do not want to, it's an SS coin, okay? This is bonk. And if I remember correctly, one of the viewers, Freedom Sound, he told me something about this is a meme coin for Solana, something like that, if I'm not mistaken. 14% up on the day, but I regret looking at this. Yeah, There is nothing to bring. I mean, look at this. Chippy choppy. Look, guys, if you find a chart like this, I'm gonna give you the tip, like the advice of your lives, okay? And this is not financial advice, but this is an advice for myself. If you see any chart looking like this, literally like this, okay? Chippy choppy. Get out. Go to the next one. Don't even waste your time in it, okay? This is exactly what we're gonna do now. Just head over to the next one and forget about this one completely, right? It's not worth all the hassle. I wouldn't be surprised if it's not gonna be trading like in a few months. It's not looking that good. All right, now let's have a look at BNB. So, BNB hit resistance last time. TA has been respected so far, as you guys can see, right? So TA has been respected, we hit resistance, we pulled back down, we broke above this, and if you guys notice, this is one, hold on, this is one, like it's trying to develop into a rising wedge, right? So we will see how this ends up, but at the moment that demand line has been respected, like here, but at the moment it's not. Right here it got respected, we bounced off it. At the moment it's not. We are below that demand line, okay? We need to get above it. This support has held, that's a good thing. Because look, like my drawings, it's not like I draw it before it happens. That's why it's not, you know, that's why it's far away from the price, but you get the idea. Support held. We are being rejected at that old demand line, which is now, excuse me, old support line, which is now acting as resistance, as you guys can see. So we need to get above this short-term moving average at least, okay? Looking at the daily, we have some, well, negative momentum on the oscillators. RSI is below neutral. MACD is bearish, guys. Like it tried to give us a bullish MACD crossover, but it failed. Okay, it rolled over the next day. So volume is coming in. It's coming in. So, okay, good. Now let's see if there's any divergence as well. Okay, so far there is some type of positive divergence developing. Like it's very hard to see maybe for people who are beginning, but it's kind of trying to develop. It's not just that clear yet, okay? But there is something trying to cook, okay? Let's have a look at the 4-hourly. There is no negative divergence whatsoever, which means there could still be room, you know, for this to continue to the upside. Could be, but then again, there's no need. Look, sometimes price just rolls over, and it's not because we are seeing anything on the divergence or any Eastern or any Western indicator. It just happens, okay? Sometimes you don't see any reversal indicators, it just happens. And sometimes you might see indicators hinting of a reversal, but it doesn't happen, right? That's just the way it is. It's not magic. AI trading. Oh, if AI starts trading, like we already got bots, but if it's a mix of AI and bots, Sinner, we're gonna have a big problem. Like it's gonna be hard for us, you know, that do not use bots. We only use our brains, our God-given brains, you know. All right, so what we need to do is get above this level, $310. Okay, if we can do that, any 4-hourly candle close for BNB above $310, which is above this short-term moving average. See you eventually around these levels again. Excuse me. around these levels again. That is still that major resistance around 313 to 316, okay? Any close above that level, next resistance, the bottom of this box, which is around $321. And if we can see a close above that level, next resistance, the top of the box, $330, okay? So yeah, mind you, I'm gonna remind you one more time, there is some type of positive divergence developing, trying to develop on BNB on the daily time frame. Now, if we can see a bullish MACD crossover, get back in with this within this, rising wedge again, and the positive momentum on the oscillators just continue, and this support, doesn't fail, it's gonna be better for BNB price action, right? AI will take over everything. I hope not. I really hope not. It's too much. I mean, in where I'm living, we already have a problem because a lot of students are using it to do their homeworks, help them with their exams and whatnot. So it's already causing a lot of problems because some people are misusing it, and if I have like when I have kids one day, hopefully, I do not want them to I don't want them to be lazy. I don't want them to turn to, I don't know, ChatGPT and other AI programs, apps to help them with doing their homework and whatnot. That's not good for the brain. It's just gonna make, kids lazier. So but this is the world we live in. Anything can be misused. You just have to teach kids and, teach yourself maybe to choose the right way instead of choosing the easy, short way, right? Okay, let's move on. Solana. What is Solana trying to do? Okay, so ladies and gents, do you see this gigantic descending wedge? Right? It's holding support. So if it manages to break above this level, it manages to get above that $20 area, then there could be some type of hope, there could be some type of hope for Solana. The thing what I do not like with Solana at the moment is there is so much resistance going up. There is so much resistance going up. We got resistance here, we got resistance here, we got resistance here. So for it to reach the levels of $24 to $25, it's not gonna be an easy one unless we see some strong buyers come in, heavy buyers come in and push the price, beyond all the resistance levels that we have. There is a lot of resistance, mind you, a lot of resistance. First one right here, second one around these levels, third one around these levels, okay? We got some negative momentum on the oscillators. MACD is bearish. RSI is just keeps on declining. I don't see anything else. It's just declining still. bulls seem to be stepping in. Bears are definitely starting to get tired, okay? But if this breaks, you know, down below the wedge again, like below this support line that we have, we could, you know, come back to these levels, okay? But at the moment, I do see signs that bears are a bit tired, a little bit tired, okay? I love to see more signs, but starting to see those signs already. Let's have a look at the 4-hourly time frame and see what's going on there. MACD is looking bullish. RSI is still below neutral, still pretty much weak. There is no negative divergence. There is none. Yeah, but by the looks of it, wouldn't be surprised if we come back down a little bit, you know, at least test the recent lows again. I wouldn't be rushing in. Let's put it that way. I wouldn't be rushing in because, yeah, there are some signs that it's okay, it might hold, but I wouldn't be rushing in. How's the weekly looking? Yeah, I really wouldn't be rushing in. I'd give it some time. Let's see how the weekly candle closes. I don't like that there is, you know, signs of a negative divergence on the weekly time frame. I mean, we could pull back. Look, guys, on the weekly, there is still room for downside. There is still room for downside. I do not want to break the hearts of those Solana, you know, the Solana people, Solana army, but there is still room to the downside, especially looking at the weekly. On the daily, it's fine-ish, right? 4-hourly, it's okay-ish, but weekly, we could go all the way down to around 16.5-ish to $15. Like, so it's super important that we can hold at least above $18, okay? Because if that doesn't hold, then those weekly levels I was talking about is most likely to be hit, but we'll see what happens. So that's Solana. Let's move on to the next one. Let me just take notes of what we've had a look at so far. Let's see. So we've done Bitcoin, we've done Ethereum, we've done Cardano as well. We did BNB and Solana. Right now, let's move on. Like Solana, it was one of those beautiful trades. Like anybody who was watching the show around December, I know you remember when I told you guys it's looking juicy, and this was when everybody was so over Solana. Like everybody thought that it was the end, we were going straight to $5 and whatnot, right? But then we saw the bulls stepping in. Like one of the last videos I made when it comes to shorts, it was from 5 months ago, something like that, and I was highlighting the fact that we were about to have a good time. So some people who were in since this level, okay, around $80 maybe, around, like, some people actually had a chance to offset a trade, you know, maybe cut their losses a little bit, something like that, you know, around these levels, because the fact that it even came to $26 is good for Solana, because many were doubtful that it would ever reach these levels, right? So that's Solana. You know about the weekly, you know about the daily, you know how about the 4 hourly, you know what we need to hold. And you also know about the resistance levels. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, Zen. This is for my Zen people. All right, weekly, still looking like bears are not completely exhausted, unfortunately, okay? Sorry, Zen guys, it's not looking exhausted, but on the daily, I got some better news for you guys. On the daily, if this doesn't fail, okay, if it actually holds and we don't see it roll over tomorrow, mind you, we got the first positive divergence, okay? We have our first bullish MACD crossover since should I like try to find it? Like, I don't think, hold up. I'm not talking about this bearish, I'm talking about the bullish MACD crossover. Oh my god. Okay, let's forget about it. Anyways, we do have our first, you know, bullish MACD crossover, okay? So, where is our first resistance at the moment for Zen? Right here, around these levels, okay? That's your first resistance on the daily time frame. Got a market for you guys, hold on. So any close above this level, next resistance will be somewhere around these areas. Simple, okay? Yeah, we are at some type of support. If I just, you know, stretch this out, guys. This is from an old resistance level, right? Which is acting as support at the moment, because in case you're wondering why here, why at these levels. So yeah, keep an eye on it, see what happens. Hopefully TA is respected. If it does, we might see it, you know, bounce a little bit, just a little bit. Well, a little bit, it's more than 10%, but you get the idea. Ralph, this chart is fun. Give me a chart that is not fun, except for Bank, because that one was chippy choppy, but most of them are actually fun to look at. It's even more, you know, interesting when you start doing TA on them and then you see that the TA is being respected. Then it's like jackpot. Okay, let's move on. So that's Zen. We're done with Zen as well. We might make another channel for chill and chat. Should I? I don't think I'm a lot of a chatter, but I have to now because, you know, I'm streaming and stuff. We can just do everything together at once. Let's just make this one, you know, interesting and fun and everything. Why not? Like, okay, let's move on to the next one. Oh, you mean other videos? You mean, you know, other than TA, or do you mean TA? Okay, we did Zen as well. Okay, let's move on. Next one. AVAX. Let's have a look at AVAX. It's been a while. Other than TA. Yeah, I've already, you know, funny thing, Sinner. Ralph knows about this. But I was offered to do these kind of streams. It's just that I chose not to, but maybe one day, and I'll let you know if that happens, if I take that offer up. But look, TA is part of my life. There's a difference. Like, I'm not a big chatter, like, but I understand what you mean. It's an idea that could happen one day. We'll see. Okay, AVAX. Oh, look at this beautiful chart. Look at this beautiful chart. Oh my god. If AVAX manages to close the weekly candle anyway, like it's looking like now, right now at the moment, like something similar to what it's looking like at the moment. Not the worst, it's not the worst thing to see an indecision candle after you see this type of drop, right? MACD is you know, it's there, it's hanging on, not much going on really, it's just there and hanging on. Oscillators are positive, RSI is below neutral. This is on the weekly time frame, okay? Daily, I'm loving what I'm seeing on the daily. I'm just loving it. Hold on. If this is what I think it is, this is one of those... This could be a nice, you know, opportunity. Let's see now. Hold on. AVAX, guys, AVAX. Okay, this is, okay, this, it is what I think it is. And because it is what I think it is, we just found a setup that could be very, very, very nice. Very nice, okay? And thank God it's live. Okay, so we got some positive divergence, all right, that has developed, okay, a beautiful one. We have other things on the Easterns telling us, wake up, okay. We have positive divergence, positive momentum on the oscillators. We have another bullish MACD crossover because we had one apparently a day or 2 days ago, but it failed. But now we have another one, so bullish MACD crossover, positive momentum on the oscillators, positive divergence on top of that. If this is not a recipe for a reversal, then I don't know what is. I don't know what is. Resistance, first area. Let's have a look. We actually broke first resistance on the 4-hourly time frame. Just saw it. Hold on. So second resistance around these levels. Awesome. And by the way, this is 4-hourly, not daily. second 4-hourly resistance right here. Yeah, I'm checking out you guys see the daily, but you know, I got other screens, so I'm checking out the 4-hourly at the moment. Hold on. Because for us to reach the daily resistance, we simply have to break, you know, above the resistance on the shorter time frames first, right? So now at last, your daily resistance, your first one. Okay, so major resistance for AVAX is all the way around these levels, 16.32 to 16.7-ish dollars, first one. And then second major resistance for AVAX, you know, on the daily is around these levels. And then third one is all the way around, you know, 18 to $19, okay? But before we see these levels, there's something AVAX needs to do. And that's why we're heading over to the shorter time frames now, okay? It needs to break above this. We already broke first resistance, guys. We're above it. As long as we're above this level, really, right here, it is fine, okay? It is fine. If we see any close, and I'm gonna be a bit more flexible. Hold on. If we see any close below this level, yeah, okay, fine. Then we could, you know, pull back a bit lower, But the way it's looking, we already broke above that first resistance on the 4-hourly time frame, which is awesome. Now we need to break above this second resistance, okay, which is around 14.72. Any close above that level, next resistance is literally around $15, okay? And then next one is here. That's it, that $15 that I was talking about. Any close above these areas, we do not have a lot of resistance, guys, except a little bit here. Just a little bit. Let me mark it for you. All right, awesome. So any you know, break above this level, and we see a 4-hourly candle close above this area, daily time frame, first resistance most likely to get hit, and then the second one around these levels, okay? So we're talking about major levels. If TA is respected, it's 16%. This, you know, to this first resistance, right, on the daily time frame, and to the next one, we're talking about 22%, 21%, right? And then let me just leave you with one thing when it comes to AVAX. Like, please, somebody remind me to get back to this one because it's just looking awesome. I wanna follow this one up. But any close, let me leave you with this. Any close below $13.69 on the daily time frame could, you know, bring us all the way back to around 12.8. Just letting you know, okay? Now we can move on. Hold on. Music is getting a bit too much. Hold on. much better. Crypto charts are a roller coaster. Well, it's not just crypto. I mean, have you seen what some of these equities and stocks have been doing? I mean, yesterday Nvidia, like you know why people missed it? Because a lot of people were like, "Oh, I don't know how I missed it." It's like the best traders have missed that one because it happened after hours, guys. It literally happened after hours, so a lot of people missed it. Suddenly they woke up, they went to see their portfolios, and it was up. Simple. All right, let's move on, shall we? What's Bitcoin doing, by the way? Still trying to do something. Still trying to do something, dear. All right, let's move on, shall we? So we're done with AVAX 2. I think it was such a beautiful chart. Like, this is the most, it was the most, it was the prettiest chart I've seen today, actually, AVAX. And we saw it live, so it's good. Right, let's move on. Yeah, we gotta switch up the music a little bit. Like, it's been a lot of EDM, a lot of house, deep house, and so on. So, all right, next. I just gotta see what Google's doing because I'm still, stuck on that short, still, not giving it up until, what did I say? We get above this level, I'm out, I'm wrong. Simple. We are here, I'm still, in it. Simple. Let's move on. Because if it breaks above these levels, guys, like, don't be shocked if we see $131, $133 for Google. It's really not far-fetched, right? I mean, that's the next weekly resistance that we got. Simple. What happened with this? Let's see now. This is complete madness. So yeah, it looks like we're gonna be hitting 420, 464, like, with the way things are looking. Maybe not. I take that back. I kind of missed this. We'll see what happens next week. But this is not giving me good vibes at the moment. Look at this. Look at this, okay? The last time it was this overbought, almost, it was in November 2021. November 2021. And this is for Sinner. Crypto charts are a roller coaster. Look at this. Look at this, Sinner. This is Bed Bath & Beyond. After they filed for bankruptcy and they decided to close all their stores, and they had a lot of stores, because they owned the banks up to, I don't know, a few $1 billion. I don't remember. Look at it. It's done with. It's gone. Like, anybody who was shorting these levels, like, hats off to you. Same thing here. If you're shorting at these levels, like, hats off to you. Like, let's see what Apple's doing. Apple holding that support like a king. retesting that resistance level again. If we see any close above this level, not, no fake outs, actual close above this area, okay, with some follow through. Wouldn't be that surprised if we see levels of $183, somewhere around that level, okay? That resistance. And if that breaks, well, we could see crazy things happen. Walt Disney is not having the best time of their lives. I'm sure they're not feeling so Disney-ish, right? Look at this. Weekly negative momentum on the oscillators. We're not even gonna discuss the MACD, it's just there. RSI below neutral. There is signs of some positive divergence developing though. Thing is, I do not see any weakness on the weekly. None. None at all. I mean, any at all. Let's see. Thank you, Ralph. That's so kind of you. Thank you. Bless you back. So, Thing is, we are at some type of a support area. Thing is, at the same time, I do not see any signs from the bears being weak either. So, yeah, give it some time. There's some nice positive divergence, but I don't see anything else that's interesting. Look at the gap between the MACD and the signal, like, look at it. Just give it some time, I guess. We gotta have a look at Bitcoin because it's trying to do things. The bulls are really trying to do something here. Okay, let's move on to the next one, shall we? A lot of people have been discussing render. I don't know why. We're about to see why. Like, going through Twitter, I saw a lot of people discussing it, but I have no idea what's going on fundamentally. Okay, we are at some type of monthly resistance at the moment. Apparently, weekly positive momentum on the oscillators, cool. MACD is still bullish, cool. There are signs, there are bad signs though. There are signs of some negative divergence, developing at the moment. The thing is, I don't see any signs from the bulls showing any weakness on the weekly. We gotta give it 2 days, of course, to see what happens, but I do not see any. Well, on the daily, I do. On the daily, it's clear. Okay. Looks like on the daily, this resistance could trigger something, okay? We do have positive momentum on the oscillator still, not the strongest, but it's there. RSI is not overbought, so okay, there could be room if this decides, to continue. But we do have negative divergence on the RSI as well. Now, that negative divergence is going to become invalid if we see, RSI continue to the upside, okay? Because on the histogram, there is none. There is no negative divergence at the moment. I take that back. There is. We got some negative divergence on the histogram as well. So, yeah, keep in mind things can unfold. We have our first support right around these levels. Let me draw it for you. First support for the daily time frame right here around these levels, okay? Second resistance for the daily time frame right around these levels. Awesomeness. Now let's head over to the 4-hourly time frame and see what's cooking there. Yeah, clear resistance, like that monthly resistance is showing that, because I see signs that bears are getting a bit exhausted, right? On top of that, we had this, negative divergence that is already playing out at the moment. Hence, we have this negative divergence already. So that negative divergence brought some negative momentum, negative momentum in. So oscillators are negative. MACD just turned bearish on the 4-hourly time frame. There is no signs of any positive divergence yet, so there is room, for us to go a bit more lower. On the 4-hourly, it's a bit different when it comes to support. Hold on. Actually, not that different. I just gotta pull this one up. Hold on. It kind of fits that almost that daily S2. So just gonna adjust it. And it disappeared. Okay, that's weird. Yeah, guys, 4-hourly, when it comes to the 4-hourly, like there is no support until around $2 to 1.9-ish, somewhere around these levels as well. So this support is going to be shared with the 4-hourly time frame as well. Awesome. Any close above this level when it comes to render, like if we see any weekly candle close above $3.3, somewhere around that level, we could see it, push all the way to around 4 to 4.5 is possible. That is if it can, break above this level, and maybe we see this area act as new support instead, right? It forms some base and it starts acting as support instead after a breakout. Awesomeness. So we did render as well.
Get lucky. Everybody get up. Oh yeah. Turn me up.
Okay, next. Chat, how you feeling? Everybody alive and doing well? Let's have a look at the DXY as well. Why not? Awesomeness. The XY still got room to the upside. All the way here still got room, okay? Let's just, if I just stretch this out, old support, new resistance. Funny, right? When I just, pull things this way, I think people understand, will see how the support and resistance, respect each other and how much it matters when one flips the other, right? So somewhere around these levels, okay? There's still room. We're almost touching it, but there's still room, right? This is weekly though, we're talking about weekly. Daily, because look, positive momentum on the oscillator still. There is hints of a negative divergence already building. That's why we could, pull back when we reach these levels, okay? Unless we see a close above, let's say, 105.3 points, somewhere around that level, then okay, sure. We could, push a bit higher. But if that doesn't happen, that negative divergence is most likely to be respected, okay? We are already showing signs of indecision and I don't know what. I mean, what happened the last time we had an indecision candle right here? It doesn't always, play out like this, but what happened last time? Right here. So we got some indecision candle again. We already have some negative divergence developing as well. This is okay, this could play out good for Bitcoin. This could play out good because you know what we say? The XY up, Bitcoin down. The XY down, Bitcoin up. It doesn't always happen. It doesn't always happen, but it happens often, right? More than often. So fine, maybe a lot of people, maybe many of you are just, wishing your souls out for this to just roll over so Bitcoin can pump. And if that's the case, I think it's working. So, okay, good job. And when it comes to support, friends, on the daily time frame, let me show you support. Yeah, something like this, right? And this, by the way, the 4 hourly, I'm not, talking about daily time frames. This was wrong, hold on, be here. More on these, okay. So first support around these areas. If it fails to hold around these levels, funny, it's right by that short-term moving average. If it fails, we could, pull a bit lower, okay? So S1. S2. And we move on. Yeah, 4 hourly, by the way. Yeah, we have some clear negative divergence on the 4 hourly as well. Almost a triple hidden divergence, like almost, okay? Kind of, actually. There is no positive divergence, of course, yet. So yeah, we are at critical levels. We are at resistance. There is room. There is room to the upside. But by the way things are looking, unless we can see, you know, price action continue, but the way things are looking, most likely we are gonna be seeing a reversal soon-ish. So we'll see what happens. When I say soon, a few days, something like that. I don't know, a week. I'm not a time analyst, as I always say. I'm a price specialist, so I don't know. Okay, let's have a look at Dogecoin. It's been a while. Dogecoin. Weekly, not gonna discuss the weekly since we still have some time. When it comes to the weekly candle close, right? But daily, we got positive momentum on the oscillators. Fine, RSI is weak. MACD is bullish though. Okay, we are at support, because if this doesn't hold, you know what could come next, or what support is next, right? But we are holding around these levels. There is no negative divergence, which is not bad. We need to do this though. I can see us, you know, getting back up to around 0.073 and stuff, but that's nothing. That's literally nothing, okay? What we need to do for this, for a nice move to the upside, is at least close above this short-term moving average, okay? Because if that happens, then we can see something like this, which is possible. But I do see that for those who would rather do something like this, I don't know. I don't know what people, you know, are thinking. Hold on. One can also do this first target, and then, you know, second one, you know, just ride it all the way here, and then if it closes below this level, you're just out, you know, because most likely it could drop a bit more further down, right? So there are signs of the bears being tired already, which is good. No signs of any positive divergence really. Yeah, there is on the daily, there is, but it's like that divergence we saw on Bitcoin. Like it's so difficult to pinpoint, but it's kind of forming. Okay, so be aware. Let's have a look at the 4-hourly. Positive momentum on the oscillators. MACD is bullish. RSI is closer to neutral. There is like really no negative divergence yet, so we could, you know, come to these levels. The levels I was just, you know, pointing out on the daily, it's kind of the same for the 4-hourly, so around 0.73-ish, 0.73-ish, really. So we will see what happens. We will see. I love the fact that I'm seeing bears, you know, kind of losing a bit of esteem at support, which is good. Okay, not bad, Dodge. Remember the days, guys, the days when Elon used to pump Dodge with one simple tweet? Those were the days. I'm actually happy he's not doing that stuff anymore, because it's whether he likes it or not, it does manipulate the market. Even though it's not his intention, it does manipulate the market. Maybe it is his intention. We don't know. We have no idea. Okay, Hex. Yesterday I was talking about it trying to do things. We're still at support. There's still a chance for Hex, to come to these levels, but I just wouldn't. I don't know why. I wouldn't touch this. I'm looking at it TA wise, yes, but I don't know. Realize this, even though it looks like in the shorter time frames, we could see some type of bounce and, it could come all the way here and so on and so forth. Let me look at the oscillators, by the way, before I continue with what I was gonna say. Volume came in, fine, but I don't know what type of volume this is. That doesn't match up with the candle at all. There is signs of that positive divergence that I spoke about yesterday. It is still here. It is still here, okay? Looking at the 4-hourly. Positive momentum on the oscillators. MACD is bullish. Okay, fine. There are no signs of any negative divergence either. Okay, that's also good. Hourly oscillators are just, following the price action right now. So they're going hand in hand. There's no divergence, nothing like that. Okay, fine. Now, let me get back to what I was gonna say. Even though on the shorter time frames, why I'm saying I wouldn't touch this, let me tell you something. At least now I would why would I? Do you understand that Hex just made a new, it didn't make it now, but it just, made a new all-time low? Look at this. I'm gonna try to find another chart where we can see, where we can be a bit more fair to hold on. Hex. Could this one be okay. So on BitGet, and this is why I want to be fair, you see, because I could have been wrong. On BitGet's chart, it was, I think it was BitGet, right? Yeah, BitGet. It was, it showed a new all-time low, but here we got this other chart, I don't know, from crypto or something. It's still hanging on, and the all-time low is around 0.00153, and okay, we're not close to that all-time low yet. This is good. It's good that we found this chart. Now let me do a fair analysis, since the other one was not complete. The other chart was not full. So there are signs of a positive divergence developing on XUSD. Okay. But any weekly candle close, keep this in mind, guys. Any weekly candle close below, right where it's at, below 0.01762, that nice, divergence, positive divergence, is gonna become invalid. Okay, simple. All right, I think that was it for today, unless anybody has one request. If you've seen something interesting developing, like I don't wanna do those sleeping coins. If you see anything interesting, like you see something and you go like, okay, I've learned this and that from Chart Striker, so I see something interesting, let me check it out with the rest of the community. Let me know. If there is none, I'm gonna give you guys 2 minutes or so. And if there are no requests, we're gonna call it a show for today. It was a nice one. I'm glad everybody showed up. Like, thank you to everyone, tuning in. Like, thank you for being here. You could have been doing anything else. So thank you for joining me. I appreciate each and one of you. So yeah, now I'm waiting on a request, if there is any. So far, we've had a look at Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, AVAX, Render, Solana, Zen, BNB, even some equities like Google, Apple, so on and so forth. XNO, which time frame? And I hope you see something interesting, Ralph. Daily, okay. Okay, let me remove this. So we got some positive momentum on the oscillators, which is nice. MACD is bullish, which is also nice. Good, good. I don't like all the wicks to the downside. Like, Nano is one of those crypto OGs. Like, it's not the worst, but TA wise, it's not been doing the best either. We do have some nice, positive divergence that developed and played out. Right now, we're trying to build another positive divergence, which is not a bad thing. We have to hold above this level, Ralph. Or not we. Nano needs to hold above this level. So we need to hold, Nano needs to hold above this level, okay? If it could do that, we have resistance again around these levels. Look, this is why I said something interesting. Like, if you guys see something interesting, because this is not looking that interesting. We kind of, fell. We had a spring. We came back down. Fine. We need this level to hold, and we need to get above at least 0.755 for this to be a bit more interesting. Yesterday, someone came with this coin, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on. Now, this was interesting. I'll tell you why. We had, we were at support. We were showing signs that there was some fundamental things going on as well. Plus, I did say if we get above this level, if we can see a daily candle close above 0.0011671, then there's a chance that, this can see better days. Now, going back to Nano, I can't really... You get what I mean? Chat, Ralph? There's a difference. So it's good if you guys, start doing, TA on your own. And you see something, just share it with the community and we can have a look at it together. That's how we found out about GMM yesterday. Gamium. And they apparently partnered, they had partnered up with Meta and someone else. I don't remember. Because if things play out, you know, the way they should, if T is respected for Gamium, we should see prices at least around this level, 0.0013470, right? At least, and that's the 4 hourly, but daily there is really no resistance around these levels. Simple. Shall we have a look at Ripple, just because it's Ripple, right? Okay, awesomeness. So support held like a king, it went up, and then we are having problems breaking above resistance again. All right, let's have a look at the weekly. Okay. Positive momentum on the daily oscillators. Okay, fine. MACD is bullish. Okay, fine. Oh, by the way, Ralph, I hope that answered your question about Nano. Or would you like me to dive in a bit deeper? So Ripple, like I said last time, if we can see a close above these levels, it would be best, because then next resistances are all the way around these areas, okay? Otherwise, it's fine. It's not the worst. Or hourly. You're welcome. You're welcome. And nothing special on the 4 hourly. We are at resistance. This is the thing. We are at resistance. And if price fails to get above this level, where I got my cursor at right now, 0.4697, guys, we could see a negative divergence play out, unfortunately. So Ripple Army, better do something fast, like soon-ish. Hourly looking like it wants... look, that old resistance is kind of holding as support-ish. Holding-ish, okay, kind of. But we could, you know, pull back all the way to these levels if this fails to hold on the hourly time frame, which wouldn't be that strange. But major support that I see on the hourly is actually all the way here. Okay, friends, ladies and gents, Bitcoin is still trying to do things. It's so sad. It's so sad. Look at this. It keeps on being rejected right at that critical level. Come on. Come on, bulls. Like the 30-minute time frame on Bitcoin. It looks like heaven for the bulls, okay? Thing is, we still can't get above this area, right? No, really, like heaven for the bulls. That's what it looks like on the 30-minute time frame. Let me tell you why. We have this positive, you know, divergence. Number one, we're like at some support level. At, you know, on top of that, there are other, you know, things on the indicators telling us that this could go up. Problem is, all this is happening right by the resistance level, right? Like if there was no resistance around these levels, I would have thought this could help, the price push a bit higher, but problem is this is all that is happening, showing right at that close to resistance, right? We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Let's have a look at Phantom. Look at Phantom, still going strong, still not below this line. It's like it refuses to get below this line, at least for now. So we'll see what happens. Like I said last time, any close below this level, like back below this old resistance line, and then it starts acting as resistance, bad. But if it acts as support instead, awesome, good. Hopefully it can hold above 0.31-ish, 0.3 levels, because if that doesn't hold, we could pull back a bit lower. Oscillators, negative momentum on the oscillators. MACD is bearish. There are signs though of some positive divergence. We are at support, do not forget that, guys, okay? But it could take its time. There is no negative divergence on the 4-hourly time frame. Positive momentum on the oscillators, if anything. MACD is also bullish. And we actually hit some sort of a low that has been acting as some, jump off level. Look at this. Doesn't mean it's gonna be the same again. But yeah, we're just going sideways right now. Bulls and bears are fighting. Who's gonna win? Like, if we see a close above 0.3374-ish, good. Could help the bulls push the price a bit higher. But if we see a close below this level, then it means the bears got the ball in their court. Okay, lovely people, we've been live for an hour and 40 minutes. Much love to all of you. Thank you for tuning in again. And if you do find these, contents to be valuable, entertaining, educational at the same time, and you're having a good time while you're learning, please do consider, if you haven't already, subscribing, liking, hitting that bell, and sharing, because it's one of the ways to support the stream. And I'll leave you with that. Thank you all. Much love and good night.